Hey, Purple! Violet turned just in time to see a ball hurling toward her. It smashed into her face, snapping her head back. Pain flared, and blood trickled from her nose. What was supposed to be gym class had become Jasmine and her crew's personal torture chamber. Whoa, look! It's like ketchup! Someone yelled, and laughter exploded. Her tormentors were losing it, their mocking voices like nails on a chalkboard. Violet's vision blurred, but anger burned hotter than the pain. She saw Jasmine's smug smile, so proud of herself. Oh no, not today. Violet wiped the blood from her nose, glaring at Jasmine. Without hesitation, she grabbed the ball and hurled it straight at her nemesis. The satisfying sound replaced Jasmine's laughter with a shriek like a Thanksgiving turkey. The ball hit Jasmine square in the face. Violet watched, delighted, as she stumbled back, clutching her swollen eye. "How's that feel?" Violet shouted, venom dripping from her voice. But her victory was short-lived. Anisha, one of Jasmine's lackeys, grabbed a ball, her face twisted in rage, and fired it at Violet. Violet dodged it, heart pounding, but that was just the beginning. One by one, Jasmine's crew joined in, their faces set with vengeance. Jasmine never fought fair, and her followers were just as bad. They bombarded Violet with balls, aiming to hurt her. Violet fought back, dodging, weaving, grabbing balls, and throwing them hard. She landed a few good hits, making some of them yelp, but there were too many. Soon, Violet was overwhelmed. Balls rained down on her, hitting her arms, stomach, and back. She gritted her teeth, refusing to cry out. The difference between her old school and Lunaris Academy? At her old school, Jasmine and her crew fought dirty. At Lunaris, the elite students fought with finesse. Every jab was calculated, every taunt cloaked in fake politeness. Every act of cruelty disguised with elegance. Violet had always thought she was fit, but she was kidding herself. She was not prepared for this. Still, she was doing better than some of the others. This was lap 6, and many humans were already lagging. The werewolves, though, were totally crushing it. They ran like they were born to do this, barely breaking a sweat. Okay, they were sweating, but it looked more like a victory glow than actual fatigue. As expected, some humans had totally given up and collapsed on the track. Violet had thought about it too. The idea of just hitting the ground and letting her aching muscles rest was super tempting. The alphas could kiss her, well, you know. But Violet wasn't a quitter. Plus, there was Alice's warning. Alice had said that quitters got the worst punishments, like cleaning all the dorm bathrooms, a total nightmare. Apparently, some seriously nasty stuff went down in those bathrooms, and cleaning up was traumatizing. Alice didn't need to go into details. Violet got the picture. That was enough motivation to keep her going. Plus, the humiliation of failing? No way. You run a lot, Violet gasped, looking at Alice, who was effortlessly keeping pace beside her. She seemed unfazed by the killer speed. Alice grinned. I love running. And like she'd just gotten a boost of energy, the petite blonde suddenly sped up, leaving Violet in the dust. Violet stared after her, a mix of amazement and disbelief. That girl was a machine. No time to waste, though. Violet focused on her own race. She pushed herself harder, each step bringing her closer to the starting line for lap 7. Just as she crossed the line, something freezing cold hit her, stealing her breath. What the heck? Violet spun around to see Autumn Carson holding a hose, a smug smile on her face. The pure-blooded werewolf looked down at her with total disdain. And it wasn't just Violet. Several other fresh meat were getting the same icy treatment. The evil elite students had stepped up their game, dousing the humans with cold water as they finished each lap. just to make things even worse. Asher and Roman were nowhere to be seen, probably busy torturing the slower runners and having a blast. Violet wouldn't be surprised if this whole water thing was their idea too. Violet stopped, glaring up at Autumn. The werewolf raised an eyebrow, momentarily surprised by Violet's defiance. But the surprise quickly turned to annoyance. "What are you waiting for, purple head? Move it!" she sneered. Every cell in Violet's body screamed to retaliate against this snobby werewolf. But it wasn't worth it. Autumn was the queen bee of the whole school, not just their class. Lunaris Academy was already a pain. Violet didn't want to make things worse, but she wasn't going to let it slide either. To everyone's shock, Violet reached into her waistband, then pulled out her hand and gave Autumn the not just any either. It was the most epic, in-your-face she could manage. Silence fell over the elite group. A few gasps broke the quiet. Violet saw their shocked faces, mouths hanging open, all except one girl, who burst out laughing, making Autumn's face turn beet red. Knowing she'd totally crossed a line, and knowing Autumn wasn't one to let things go, Violet didn't stick around to find out what happened next. She bolted, adrenaline pumping. She could practically feel Autumn's glare burning into her back and knew she'd just painted a giant target on herself. But strangely, she didn't care. Not today. Autumn Carson could hate her all she wanted. The feeling was mutual. 3 more laps. Just 3 more laps and this nightmare would be over. Though Violet had absolutely no clue how she'd make it. Especially now that Autumn was out for blood.
To listen to the full audio series, install the Pocket FM app now.